Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's look, I was feeling a little more drama on the eyes, and that's why I decided to keep the lips a little bit more nude. So I'm going to start my look today with MAC Fix Plus. I'm going to prep the skin. This is a lightweight hydrating mist that soothes and refreshes the skin. Just gonna dry that off and then take my Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer, a little dollop of that, and I'm going to smooth it over with my foundation brush. You could do it with your fingers as well. Now I have the LA Girl Orange Corrector, which is a super potent corrector. It's really pigmented. So I'm going to use a tiny bit and then blend it out with my Morphe E20 brush. For concealer, I have my current obsession, which is the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in the shade Ginger. Just using that over the orange corrector and everywhere around my mouth, which seems to have become really patchy and weird these days. So I'm just putting that everywhere I need a little extra help covering up, and I'm going to blend this out with my Morphe E20 again. Foundation obsession currently is the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Stick Foundation in the shade N125, and I'm just lightly dotting it all over my face, my forehead, and around the temples and everywhere. So a stick foundation formula may be a little more effort to blend as compared to your regular liquid foundation. I'm using the Real Techniques Expert Face Brush to buff this in. You could also use a drop of oil or some MAC Fix Plus to make the blending easier. And then I'm going to take Laying Low, which is a MAC Pro Longwear paint pot. I'm going to use this as an eyeshadow primer. With a synthetic brush, I'm just smoothing it all over my eyelids. So I'm taking this super smooth contouring cream from the KIKO Strobe and Sculpt palette. I am using this with my Real Techniques contouring brush and placing it in the hollows of my cheekbones. And some definition for the jawline as well, just by adding some more depth with the darker color. Now to set everything in place, I have my e.l.f. High Definition Powder, and with my Morphe Fan Brush, I'm just going to dust that loose powder onto my under eyes, on the top of my eyelids, and everywhere else, because I want to make sure the makeup is budge proof. I'm making sure the contour looks a little bit sharper, so I added that there as well. Now with the Mary Luminizer and a finer fan brush from Real Techniques, I am going to highlight the tops of my cheekbones. I also like to take the highlighter on the bridge of my nose, and this fan brush is so fine that it tickles. So highlighting is all done. Let's move to some blush. I'm going to use the Urban Decay Naked on the Run palette, and this is a very cool toned blush. Just placing that on the apples of my cheeks. This is the Elaina Badro blush brush. I'm going to fill my brows with the Brow Zings from Benefit, and I'm going to use this super teeny tiny little angled brush in the brow kit itself. I'm picking up the dark gel-like product and starting with my eyebrow arch first. I usually start with my eyebrow arch because I feel like I need more help and I need to build up more product in that area, and then I move to the sides and towards the inner corner with a lighter hand. As soon as I'm done, I like to run a brow groomer just to make it look more natural and even. I'm going to start my eyeshadows with this mid-tone brown from the Urban Decay Naked on the Run, and I've taken it on a fluffy brush. I'm using it as my transition shade today. So usually you guys may have seen me use a lighter transition color, but because my eye makeup is a lot darker than what I usually do, hence the transition shade is also darker. I hope that makes sense. Next, I'm going to use this KIKO Cream Crush eyeshadow in the shade 07 on a stiff synthetic brush, and I'm just picking that up and placing it close to my lash line and building up the color slowly. I'm building this color up and blending it nicely right up to the crease and making sure that there are no blotches or patches. I'm also going to take this down onto my lower lash line, but not all the way into the tear duct because I feel like that closes down my eye and makes it look smaller. And then I'm going to take Latte from Makeup Geek, which is a very light brown, and work that all along the crease line so that everything is smooth and there are no harsh lines at all. And once I'm done with that, I'm going to take a black eyeshadow from Makeup Geek called Corrupt onto the same brush and literally just pat it and place it in the outer corner. So I have the Lancome Kohl pencil, which is super smooth and glides on very easily. It's extremely black. I'm lining my waterline, and I'm also going to take it onto the upper lash line and just make a fat thick line with it. I'm not doing it too properly because I'm going to smudge it out in a second, and I'm using my synthetic stiff brush to do the same, just to get a dark line which is very smudgy and fused with the rest of the makeup. So after a few final touches here and there, I'm going to curl my lashes with my little baby. It's the Shumura 24 karat gold eyelash curler. It's still as good as new and it's like 5 years old. I'm using the Bobbi Brown eye opening mascara to just perk up the lashes a little bit because I am going to use false lashes anyway. So just a little bit of mascara, and then I'm going to quickly jump into some false eyelashes. So I went off camera and quickly glued on my mink lashes. These are gorgeous and yet wispy looking. So I'm going to now use my Kat Von D Shade and Light contour palette to just set the cream contour in place, and I've mixed the lightest and darkest shade in the palette, and I'm just sort of going over the already cream contoured areas. Before I put on liquid lipstick, I'm going to prep my lips with the L'Oreal Extraordinary Boosting Oil and just a drop or two to retain moisture when I do that liquid lipstick. This is Clo Money from the Coco collection by Kylie Cosmetics. I have a whole video on it and I will link it down below for you guys to see. So this is a very peachy nude, and I just wanted to add some pink to it, so I've put a little bit of MAC Meher right in the center. Now to really just get the makeup to become one with the skin, I'm going to do a final spray of the MAC Fix Plus, and that's it, you guys. The makeup look is all complete. I hope you enjoyed this super sultry smoky eye. Leave me a comment below and tell me what you think, and don't forget to subscribe. Bye guys!